Herb Williams has it blocked by Jordan from behind. Then takes it in. 86-77, 9-point veteran lead. Only 50 seconds remaining in the first half. And that's right, first half, 86-77 of Frederick Hughes. As it's stolen by Johnson, but Wes Matthews, who was laying back defensively. Now Willis. Now Herb Williams. He does not break the backboard here.
And he makes sure he doesn't get it blocked either.
36 seconds remaining in the half. 11-point veteran lead, 86-77. Here is Jordan. Clock down to 30. All the rookies on the perimeter now tossed under to Wes Matthews and back to Cliff Levingston. He got out of the paint before the 3 seconds was called. Clock down to 14-13. Now Frederick Hughes in the paint. Stripped away.
That's a problem that a rookie's going to have in the NBA, that 24-second clock. He had no idea that there was only 5 seconds left, and then when he looked up, he tried to make a move instead of just putting the ball up, because after it hits the rim, it starts over again. And so it gives your teammates a chance to get a rebound anyway.
Now only 2 seconds in the half. Thomas made a nice pass down low to Herb Williams, but too late. You heard the horn. 88-77. 11-point veteran lead at halftime. There's Gene Sullivan, head coach of Loyola University, who is coaching the veteran squad tonight. A wonderful gentleman. He's coached at Loyola Academy High School here in Chicago, and now at Loyola. Was a great assistant coach at Notre Dame for years, and well respected in the college coaching fraternity. We have an entertaining halftime coming up. You stay with us, and we'll be back to Chicago Stadium in just a moment in the 4th annual Push Excel Pro Basketball Classic.
Basketball Association and played with the New York Knicks. He played for 8 years. He was the breakthrough in basketball. And for both of those years, in many cities could not stay in the same hotel with his other teammates because of race. But he laid the groundwork to make it possible for the stars that they have here tonight. He now lives in Chicago. He graduated from DuSable High School. He is a cab driver in the city. We're going to appeal to the NBA to honor him, to put him in the Hall of Fame, give him his due recognition. Ladies and gentlemen, Sweetwater Clifton. Sweetwater Clifton.
I don't know if you can hear Jesse Jackson. Sweetwater Clifton went to DuSable High School on the south side of Chicago. First black player in the NBA. And what that led to, everybody knows, the great stars who are playing today. He is a cab driver in Chicago today. It's really a moving moment to see him in the center of the floor with these young men who take for granted, Charlie Chris, if in fact here he is playing in a game with the New York Knicks, who take for granted if they're talented enough they can play. That was not the case with Sweetwater Clifton.
No, it wasn't. It was very hard for him in those days breaking into the NBA to play.
Number 8, Sweetwater Clifton, who's in the center of the floor right now, talking to Jesse Jackson and the great players as you watch him with the New York Knicks. We were talking earlier about the NBA in these days and the difference. Just such a totally different game. There he is, Sweetwater Clifton, a Chicago resident, a graduate of DuSable High School here in Chicago with Jesse Jackson and John Thompson. And as Jesse Jackson said, the PUSH program appealing to the NBA for some honors, specific honors for Sweetwater Clifton because of the ground that he broke for black players in the National Basketball Association. He must be enjoying himself here tonight watching this.
Oh, yes, he is.
This great performance. So Cliff Levingston led the rookies team with 22 points, and I might mention again that Levingston and Michael Jordan and Wes Matthews are playing on the rookies team, even though obviously they are not rookies, and they did that to match up the talent here so they have the right size and the right guards and forwards to match up these two basketball teams. And there are the halftime statistics. The rookies' field goal percentage was far less than 47.8% in the first quarter, but it picked up late in the first quarter and midway through the second quarter. And we have a relatively close game, 11-point veterans lead, as Isaiah Thomas comes down and opens scoring to make it a 13-point lead right off the top. And we're underway with the second half from Chicago Stadium. This is Bob Neal with Charlie Chris. Uwe Blab with the rebound, missing the tip back, still gets it in the paint. It's stripped away by Mark Aguirre. Johnson to Dominique Wilkins. 20 points for Dominique. Behind the back pass from Michael Jordan. Levingston can't get it to fall. Here comes Dominique. Has Isaiah Thomas across the court. Tried to pass it back, and it was tipped away by Winters to Blob, and then lost again. Here comes Dominique. Oh. The NBA slam dunk champion, we might mention. And he has 22 in this game. Air Jordan takes off from about 14 feet. That's Herb Williams.
That's why Isaiah led the league in assists and broke an assist record last year.
And we have a foul underneath. And it's on Magic Johnson. Cliff Levingston will go to the free throw line for the rookies team from Chicago Stadium. NBA Push Excel All-Star Basketball game. Hope you're enjoying this offensive display tonight. As John Thompson said, I asked him, he and I telecast the NBA draft earlier this year from New York, and I asked him what he thought today about the crop of rookies after he's had a chance to think about the youngsters coming in. And he had an interesting line, Charlie. He says he sees a changing of the guard in the NBA, a changing of some of the old starting to fade, and a whole new crop coming in. And I think that's really true. And this group is going to be a real good one this year, the NBA rookies. That's Boise Winters from Bradley University in the 76ers. Wes Matthews with the ball to Jordan. Can't get it to Paul. Magic Johnson with the rebound. Number 34 is Boise Winters from Bradley. Whoa! What a pass.
That's an easy way to get an assist. Lob it to Dominique.
Here's Winters. And the rookies can't hit the perimeter shots in this game. That's been the biggest difference in the scoring. It's 98-81, veterans leading. Isaiah Thomas for three. Won't go. Winters rebounds to Michael Jordan. Wes Matthews from 20. No. Perimeter shots just won't fall for the rookies. Thomas with a bounce pass to Mark Aguirre. That would have been a beauty.
And Mark's looking at it and saying, who do you think I am, Dominique? I'm not Dominique. Did you expect me to go get that?
This is Mark Aguirre. You've got our numbers confused, Isaiah. Jordan has it stripped away. Let's see if Mark can dunk it. No, he's going to give it to Isaiah, who can't dunk it. And Aguirre with a 1957 style layup. Now here comes Dominique, 1-on-2. Slides and scores. And the veterans are just blowing the rookies away at the moment. 102-81. John Thompson, who's coaching this game for fun like everybody's playing, however, is a little bit serious about this. He's going to talk to the youngsters while Paul Ryden talks to Sweetwater Clifton.
Thanks, Bob. With Sweetwater Clifton now, honored just a few moments ago, the first black to actually sign an NBA contract. That was quite a while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, 1949.
1949. Was it tough breaking in those days for a guy like that?
Well, for myself, I was pretty fortunate. I had the pleasure of playing with the Globetrotters, and I was recognized all over the city, country and everything, and I had been playing all over in all these towns and everything, and everybody liked me. And I fit right in with the, group.
The NBA had not been used to seeing any black players. Of course, that's changed now. Was it tough for you in those days gaining acceptance throughout? I know they'd seen you with the Globetrotters. Did it make any difference?
Well, it never made any difference to my teammates. They all were different nationalities, and I was being the first black. We all played, a different type of game there than they play, with the Globetrotters. And I fit in with them because after they showed me the pattern they wanted to play, I fit right in with the team. And I played with over probably 90 ball players. And I'm proud to say today that none of them ever disliked me.